3, 2, 1. Hey friends, Janky here, and welcome back to the lab. Today I have a great game for you guys. I hope that you guys enjoy it. It is a little game known as Time Recoil. I signed up for the alpha, and they got back to me with an entrance key. Well, actually, like an alpha build type of thing. Whatever. I'm very excited to be playing it. It looks super cool. It's got that sweet old Hollywood aesthetic. You know what? Let me just get straight into phase 1 and tell you about it. So, this game, as I said just a moment ago, is a top-down shooter. One of the main features is that you slow down time with every kill you get. You're jumping through time. You're trying to fix things. You're trying to kill a man named Mr. Time, who apparently has a time weapon of mass destruction. You have to travel to the past to save the future. Ooh, it sounds so cool. It's developed by a company called 10 Tons, and it looks awesome. Can't wait to get playing, and I'm in a bit of a hurry because I have somewhere to be in like 15 minutes, so hopefully I can get to doing phase 2 real quick here. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and move into phase 2, which is tutorial. Starting in 1988. Alright, eliminate targets. Okay, weapon found, assault rifle. Shoot through walls and doors with the assault rifle. Okay, so how do I shoot? Yo! Okay. Yeah! Hell yeah! I'm loving this. Up, up, up. Alright, that's... Ooh, okay. Alright, so shoot that dude, shoot that dude, shoot that dude. Hell yeah. Shoot that dude. Nice. Reload, reload. Oh, no. Is this something new? Okay, we'll try this then. Nice. Okay, so I see how it is. It doesn't slow down forever. It just slows down for a bit. It's kind of like it slows down for long enough. Nice. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Yeah. Some time ago. In 1981. Okay. Oh. Okay, talk to the man. Okay. I assume you received our message. You must now come with me if you want to live. In future, you may yet redeem yourself. Okay. Come with him if you want to live, I guess. Oh, okay. So we're jumping forward to 1987. Talk to the scientist. What is going on right now? He sacrificed his life to fetch you. Respect that. Oh, this is a different guy. Okay. He sacrificed his life to fetch you. Respect that. Returning to your original timeline is deadly. It's a one-way trip. Except maybe for you. You look fine. The director says that you are somehow special. He thinks you do not die when you return. Okay. Talk to the director. Well, welcome to our humble base. I'm glad your retrieval was a success. It cost us one precious soul, though, so respect that. Now, please have a good night's sleep. You have much to tell us tomorrow. Oh, before you go, take a look outside. This was Paris. We exist to prevent this. Oh, snap. I hope you guys can see how bad it looks out there. It is a mess. Go to sleep, huh? Alright. 1972. Ooh, so this game is just like jumping all over the place. Okay. Calculate temporal vectors. Interesting. Engage space-time navigator. Okay. Activate the main power. Engage test sequence. Yo. Oh, goodness. Experiment 42. 1987. Oh my goodness. Do I still count this as tutorial? There's so much going on in such a short amount of time. What? I want to talk to you. So you're the defector from the past. Call me Marcus. About your health. Your cells have no sign marks of temporal lesions. The director may be right. You may be able to come back. Okay. I hope you rested. Your stories about Mr. Time were astonishing and horrifying. Our first task is to verify my theory. So far, nobody has survived the return trip. I believe your incident granted you protection from the quantum effects of time travel. Oh, so that was me. That was like me blowing up in 1972. Okay. You said you're ready to take the leap, so no reason to postpone things. Talk to Dr. Magnausen next. And Magnussen? I don't know. Okay. See these intel folders? We brought them back a while ago. You'll go there before us and steal the same folders. If they cease to exist and you return unharmed, the director is right. Timeline can be changed while you return alive. If he's wrong, it was nice knowing you. Okay, so we'll go back to 1981. Steal intel. Okay. Okay, that worked. Great, sweet. Steal that. Oh, snap. Okay. Now we're good. Melee. Oh, okay. Melee with the trigger. Sweet. Steal it. Okay, create a wormhole and escape. Oh, hold A. Okay. Holding A. Huh. Do I have to go back to where I entered to create the wormhole? Maybe? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I just had to go back to where I entered. Okay. I get it, I get it. Yeah. How about them apples? A, Dr. Maghausen. A. I'm alive. I am alive. A success. You changed the past and you're alive. You're a kind of superhero or a weapon. Now, we can start. We must bring back a lot of intel. First target is a temporal party branch office. You may need to move around in the building this time, so pay attention to your environment. Okay, I think that was good for a tutorial. Yes? Yes, I think that was pretty good. So, I am going to fade away and go over into gameplay. So, please enjoy Phase 3 of Janky's Lab, gameplay, and, yeah. Super excited to check this out, guys. Time Recoil. Do it! Yes! Hey friends, Janky back again for Phase 4 of Janky's Lab, Conclusions. So, we've done the introduction, we've done the tutorial, we've done the gameplay. So, let me share my final conclusions about Time Recoil. Alright, well first of all, as always, let's start with experimental biases. What about this game might I be kind of biased about in my review here? Well, first of all, let me just point out that I only made it to Chapter 2 of the game, so I played basically what's considered, I guess, to be the prologue and then Chapter 1. And I made it to the first level of Chapter 2, but I didn't go any farther than that in my recording. So, I only made it so far into the game. I didn't play the whole alpha, so there's that. Also, this is an alpha test, so this is not the finished game. This is not a polished product. I mean, it looks pretty polished, I'll give it that, but it's an alpha test. So it's important to remember that what I say here about this game, it is about this alpha that I played, and this game still has room to grow and make changes and do things. So personally, I think that makes me a little biased in its favor, because it's an alpha test, so, you know, there's still plenty of time to correct anything that seems a little, like, wonky or off. But, yeah, it's an alpha test, so that's definitely something to go in the biases. Also, I kind of like top-down shooters. I thought I'd throw that into experimental biases, too. I mean, don't get me wrong, they frustrate the crap out of me sometimes, but for the most part, I like the genre. So I think that that's also going to kind of bias me for this game, too. So, with these experimental biases in mind, biases? Whatever. Let's move on to pros of the game. So, pros of Time Recoil. Well, first, let's start with the fact that it is fast-paced. Like, I didn't feel like I spent any time at all playing this game because every minute of it, you're just moving from mission to mission to mission to mission. All of the levels are very fast-paced and, like, moving quickly, and even, like, whenever you die, the reset is very quick, so you just feel like you're constantly going on top of things. It never feels like it drags or lulls or anything like that. You're just going, and I like that. I like that about the game. Another thing, I like that you have these kind of different objectives going in the game. So it's not just about clearing every floor, which I think sometimes is what top-down shooters are about. They're just kind of like, all right, clear out the floor and then move on to the next area. Whereas this one was like, okay, in this one you need to steal the intel. In this one you need to save these scientists. In this one you need to find this specific person and kill him, but make sure that you don't kill these other people going on, you know? So it's interesting because it's not just about killing everyone. And in fact, most of the time you don't have to kill everyone. You just have to kill the people who are in your way. But I like it. I like that there are those specific objectives as opposed to just like, murder everyone. So I like that about Time Recoil as well. And the last pro that I have for Time Recoil is the story. I'm always a sucker for a good story, as I'm sure you guys have learned by now. And this one seems really cool. You have this, like, time-wielding dictator who has taken control of Europe, basically. And he's just like, he's just like out to get you. And you're somehow loosely connected to him, and you kind of see it through these, like, dreams that you have in between chapters, and, like, you're maybe a scientist or something, and some explosion got caused where you got, like, trapped in the middle of all these, like, time rifts and things, and it's just, it's very cool. It seems very cool, and I'm very interested in what's going on there, and I think that they kind of laid some good foundation for it there, so I'm excited to see where that goes and see more of that. So I really like that too. And those are my pros. So those are the things that I really enjoyed about this game. Let's talk about some of the things that I didn't enjoy about the game. Well, there are two big cons that I want to talk about. First of all, the soldiers shoot so fast. That seems really specific, but let me kind of explain here. Well, I mean, you guys saw it, but so you guys know one of the mechanics of the game is that when you shoot a person, it slows down time. And sometimes I felt like the soldiers in normal time kind of like compensated for the fact that they slowed down whenever you shot them. Because like whenever you shoot them, I feel like that's Yeah, that's moving at a good pace. Like, everything's, like, slowed down, and you have time to, like, think and dodge and move. And, I mean, you only have so much time to do it, but you like, have that time. Whereas in normal time, I just feel like if you don't get a shot off on them immediately, you die. Like, they immediately fire back with, like, real good aim and just shoot you down where you stand. And sometimes I just found myself, like, dying over and over on a level, and I'm just like, oh my god. These dudes, they shoot so fast in normal time. If I don't get the shot off, like, I will never win. So, I mean, obviously, most of the point of the game is that you hit them in that slowed down time. But it'd be nice if maybe they shot a little slower in normal time. Like, I'm cool with how they shoot in the slow-mo time. It's just they shoot so fast in normal time. So I'm just like, you can maybe pull back on that a bit. That'd be nice. I almost knocked my controller off my desk. That was bad. And then the other con that I want to talk about real quick is power-ups. So, the power-ups, don't get me wrong, are really cool and awesome. They're useful and awesome to a point. So, as you guys saw, I think there toward the beginning, you have to earn the power-ups by killing enemies in slow time. So, if you kill 2 enemies in slow time, you get a dash. Later on, whenever you kill 4 enemies in slow time, you get a dash blast. And then later on, if you kill 8 enemies in a row in the same, like, slow time moment, you get like a psionic blast. That's just like a circle that you can just, like, blast people with. And that's cool and that's useful, but you can only use those power-ups in specific situations. And you can kind of see, like, through the game where you can use those. Like, the dash, that's easy. You just have to kill 2 people, and you can use that a lot. But, like, the psi blast, right? You have to kill 8 people in the same moment. So there are only very specific places in the game where you can do that, where you can actually get off 8 shots on people in one moment. And then the other thing about that is, like, in the first level of Chapter 2, for example, you had these 8 soldiers lined up, so you get through this, and you get the Psi Blast, and then you kind of have this moment of, like, okay, where do I use it? Because all the other soldiers in the level were more, like, spread out. So it's just, like, I don't know where to use this that it's going to be, like, really effective to what I'm trying to do here. And the thing is, just to earn the kind of power-up, you have to be so precise with your shooting, and you have to, like, time it out perfectly. So it's a really cool power-up. It's just, you feel like it's a lot of effort to earn it, and then whenever you get it, sometimes it just kind of feels like, okay, now how am I supposed to use it, right? So maybe if it was just, I guess what I would like to see there maybe is if it was a little easier to earn the power-up, so that it didn't feel like a lot of work for something that you're kind of like, I don't know what to do with, right? So those are my 2 big cons about this game. The shooting speed and the power-ups kind of feel pretty situational. That being said, I think that those are pretty minor things in the grand scheme of things. Like, considering that this is an alpha, I think it has a lot of polish on it. I think they did a really nice job. And whenever we consider the pros and cons and experimental biases all together, it's time for me to drag out the experimental scale and give this game my final ranking. So, as you guys know, on the Janky's experimental scale, we have a possibility of 5 different rankings. We have smashing success, promising results, more trials needed, revisions required, and acid kid. Well, considering everything about this game, that it's an alpha, that my complaints were mechanical things, but I think that they could be fixed given time, or maybe, like, altered a little, or just kind of, like, tweaked here and there. And given that I think a lot of the pros that I had are things that are really good. I mean, like, the fact that it's fast-paced, the fact that they put in these specific objectives, that it has this really cool story, and then it's an alpha trial. I mean, honestly, that's going to influence me the most in this. The fact that it's an alpha trial, and I still feel like a lot of what's here is really nice and really good. So the final result for Time Recoil, for me, is going to be a promising results. Like, not quite at the top of the scale, but I think it's pretty high up there. If you guys agree with me, or if you disagree, you can leave that in the comments below. But for the time being, I'm going to consider this experiment concluded. So I hope you guys liked it. If you did, you can leave a like down below. As I said, comments positive or negative, you can leave those below as well. But more than that, I hope you have a lovely day, evening, or whenever you happen to be watching. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Janky's Lab. And until the next time, this is Janky Shenanigans, signing out. Hey friends, hope that you liked the video. If you did, you can find more of my content in these links off to the side here. And if you really enjoyed it, you can become part of the year of 1,000 subs here on the channel and use that button down below to subscribe. More than that, I hope you have a lovely day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, this is Janky Shenanigans, signing out.